Good day and welcome to the channel. In this very short video, we're going to unbox, set up, and review this monitor, which is the Dell SE2723DS. Now, just before we get started, this is completely unpaid. I just needed a bunch of these monitors, and because it's a 2023 model, there really wasn't much information on them. I will put a link in the top right-hand corner explaining how to decode the Dell nomenclature for names. But we're going to go over a couple of things here you might find interesting. This one is a 27-inch monitor. It's Quad HD. Now, Quad HD is something that's always confusing for people because you think, isn't HD, 1920 by 1080? Nope, that's full HD. Before there was full HD, there was just HD. And HD was 720 by, I think it's 480, something to that effect. So the way you figure out that this is Quad HD, it's 4 times as good, is not in the vertical or the horizontal number, it's in the totality of it. What you do is you multiply the 2560 by 1440 and you compare that to what you multiply at 720 by 480 or whatever regular HD's number is. And you'll find that it comes out to 3.8, and naturally the IT industry decided to round that up to 4, and 4 is Quad. So that's where Quad HD comes from. And while we're on the sort of esoteric stuff, the S means that it's a retail product. It means that this cannot be purchased through the Premier Program. If you're corporate, you have to order it through the retail channel, which is what I did because the monitor is exactly what I wanted and at the price couldn't beat it. I paid $280 Canadian for this. It's an IPS screen. It runs at 75 Hertz and it has a VESA mount. Now, I've already pulled a few of these apart, and they seem to be pretty well made. Let's get to the unboxing. Now, this box is really nice, and you won't get this in the future because it's way too expensive to actually produce in the future. This is just the kind of thing they do when a monitor is new. So, there's really nothing in here. Safety information. This is a knockout. It's a cover plate, which I'll show you in a minute what that's for. This is the jack stand, which I'll show you in a moment how to put together. Comes with a HDMI cable. I'm in North America, so I got a North American power cable. And of course, the base. First thing you need to do before you even get to the monitor is to put the base together. So you take the base, put it on like that, and just screw it down. Not very hard to figure out. You don't need any tools for this. It's very fast and very well engineered. Fold the little tab over. Now you can take the base, put it to the side, and you'll notice that they slit this. Well, a couple of things you'll notice. One, they have this box with tips open, and this can zip out as well. And they've even cut this for you because what they expect you to do is to take the base and just slide it in. Right in the box. And then there's the thumb screw again, just like this one that you screw down. Now, what I want to do before I get to that, let me just pull this out again, is explain the inputs. 3 inputs, and this was the primary reason for me to buy this monitor. By the way, if you're ever picking up a monitor, make sure you don't touch the front of it because you don't want to bruise it. But what's here is HDMI 1. There's 2 HDMI 1.4 ports, and there's a DisplayPort 1.2 port, and then there's strangely, well, what some people think is strange, is an audio port. You think, this doesn't have speakers. And by the way, no, it doesn't have speakers. So why would it have an audio? Well, that's because HDMI and DisplayPort will bring audio into this, and if you want to push it back out to speakers, you can use a connector cable here. This is strictly audio out. A little bit weird. Then there's the usual on-screen display buttons at the bottom, which we're not going to go over because they're obvious, you just run through them. If you want to VESA mount this because you want to mount it on something, you can do that right here. I don't want to, so I'm just going to put this little knockout plate on. There's a little tag at the bottom that you can tell which way it needs to go in, and all you do is pop it in and pop, there you go. Now let's put this on. Then we can just pull it out, get rid of the box, and there's your monitor. Now, what else can I tell you about this? A couple of things. One, it does move up and down. It must be 100 millimeters. Yeah, it's 10 centimeters. Okay, there we go. Tilts, does not swivel. Now I can tell you I have a number of these already in production in my company, and yeah, people like them. They're nice. The bezel's very, very, very small, and they're so easy to assemble. The IT staff like putting them out, so it's very good. So a pretty common question is, but isn't Quad HD just too high resolution so the things are too small? Well, what you're looking at now is an all-in-one computer, and that is a 27-inch 1920 by 1080 screen, and with the Dell page up for this monitor. Now look when I go to the right, and you'll see the brand new monitor. That's the Dell SE2723DS. And you can see, yeah, it's still good. Everything's still really nice and clear. Things aren't too small. I can read them. I'm actually replacing a 4K screen that I had on the right because even with zooming, things were just not quite right. And I really hated windows bouncing around as they adjusted to the window zoom between monitors. I just want things to be running at their full resolution, and this definitely fits the bill. For me and for my clients, this is just a very nice monitor. Hey, if you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up, super appreciated. Also, if you can click subscribe, wouldn't hurt. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can always get a hold of us at www.urtech, that's www.urtech.ca, or just leave a question and a comment below. And if we don't get back to you, somebody else will. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.